I heard your album and that Voodoo Punani song and all that stuff, and I went home that day. See, you don't know this. I never told you this. I'm glad I'm talking about this, because I listened to your album and I had to leave early. I got out of there, and you couldn't understand. You got mad at me. You called me up and you go, "You just left without saying bye. You just took off." You know why I took off? I couldn't handle being around you, because I was so not only inspired, but I went, my friend's doing something really special here, and I know I have something in me, and I'm not living up to it. And being around him is reminding me of the fact that I'm not living my fucking life. And I remember you called me and you were mad, and I made up some excuse, I started telling you like some excuse, and then I went, dude, I got to be honest with you. You fucked me up a little bit. I said that song and that your jokes were so awe-inspiring to me. And I went home and I started writing. And so that's what happened to me. That was a huge catalyst for me. I went home and started writing, because after I heard that song and after I heard those fucking jokes you were coming, those goddamn this was, I don't know how many years ago.
99.
They were so fucking well formed. You were such a tidal wave. It was like an example for the first time where I saw an artist just peak, come together, and just put out the power you were putting out was so retarded that it was changing the whole fucking room. People were like, what the fuck, this guy's writing songs, he's doing. And I remember going, I gotta taste some of that, I gotta have some of that, I gotta get the fuck out of here.
I get that still.
That's what you need, man.
Yeah.
And if you don't have that in your life, you gotta find it.
Yep.
Either surround yourself with friends who do it, go to TED.com,
yeah.
do whatever you have to do, man. Find it.
Yep.
It's out there. And the beautiful thing about the technology, and this is for young people, is that you can spend your time listening to music and reading about what Lady Gaga wore to the gym, or you can fucking open your mind to a whole world out there, to a whole world out there, to a whole world out there, to a whole world out there.
And it's important to not give in to jealousy. When you see someone doing something that you're not doing and you feel like, fuck, I'm not doing, there's an instinct to protect yourself by bullshitting yourself and becoming jealous and bitter and talking shit about that person. And that's where haters come from. What haters are, 100% of all haters in the world are unrealized potential. When, like, Michael Jordan's not a hater, you know what I'm saying? I mean, you know what I mean? I mean, like, when you get to a guy at that level, they're not haters. The real haters are
There's no time to hate.
They see someone doing well and it bothers them. To a person like a Michael Jordan or a winner, they see someone doing well and it inspires them to take it up another notch.
I've always tried to look at things like that. When you see something great, and if it's a friend of yours or something, you have to use it as inspiration. It's supposed to inspire you. I think what happens is a lot of times they say, well, you know what, there is scarcity in the world, so there's only a certain size of the pie, and if you're doing this, you've taken up all the pie and there's no room for me. Not true, man.
Not at all.
There is no scarcity.
It's a terrible way of thinking.
If you open yourself up to something beautiful and great and let that work through you and really be affected, be astonished by it, be scared by it, be brought to your knees by it, whatever it takes, you will find way more strength in that surrender to the beautiful than you will when you close yourself off. And all of us, man, all of us had this notion to go, I'm closing myself off, and fuck this.
Everybody wants to win the lottery, but the lottery will fucking ruin you. You have to earn the whole thing. In order to be a real man or a real woman, you have to earn the whole thing. And the crazy thing is, to be the man, to get to that point, to be the man, you literally have to not ever be possibly the man, because you have to get to this Zen state where there is no the man. It's all about the work. It's all about what genius you're putting out is all about, whether it's music or whether it's writing or whatever the fuck it is. It's all about finding that real pure place. So there is never the man. That's when the muse kicks in. The idea of this all comes from somewhere else. It's like, maybe it is just an attitude that allows you to bypass the ego. Brian, you've inspired people. this is a good podcast. You know, I've talked to so many people, and I talked to a lot of them this weekend. We did the Irvine Improv, and it was a lot of fun. And we talked to a lot of people that are podcast fans. And one of the things, the number one thing that keeps coming up is these people say that, first of all, a lot of people listen to it at work. They listen to it while they're doing stupid shit that they don't like doing, and they just love the fact that there's something like this out there. And two, they say it gives them an opportunity to look at things completely different. And it's shaping the way people think, man. There's a difference between what we're doing here than the sort of the average radio show and the average podcast is we're not afraid to talk about weird, deep shit and go and because of that, it's allowing other people to consider possibilities and ways of thinking that I don't think they would have.